Okay, this is another example of a pivot table. We've got a slightly more large spreadsheet than previously, in fact a lot more rows than before. But this is to emphasize that no matter how big the spreadsheet is, you can still use a pivot table to try and manipulate and make your information more manageable, make it more easy to interpret. So what we have here is months from January up until June. We've got different branches and we've got different kinds of dogs, numbers sold, and a value. So first of all, what we want to try and find out is the data for two specific stores for 1 month, for the month of May. So as always, click in the middle of the data to insert, and then no idea what happened there. Insert, then click on pivot table. And again, if your data is all together, you'll come up with a cell reference that will be absolute cell referenced, and then you just click OK, and it brings up your column at the right hand side and gives you a new sheet along the bottom. So we want to find out the data for Glasgow and Edinburgh's only for the month of May. So there's probably lots of ways you can think about how you want this to be laid out, how you can think about what information you want to display. So let's think about month. I think month would be handy in the row column, going vertically, and horizontally you go for branch. So we've got quite easy to see, we've got our months here and our branches along the top. Now quite luckily in this case we have a field called numbers sold, so quite clearly that is only one that can possibly go into the values section. So let's just drag and drop that into values. Now we've been asked specifically to find out for Glasgow and Edinburgh. So let's go to our filter button, deselect all, and just go for Glasgow and Edinburgh, and filter the data and push OK. So then we just get our Glasgow and our Edinburgh. Secondly, we've been asked only to find for May. So deselect all, click on May, and that simplifies the data for our branches for the month of May. Now you may be thinking here, well, what's happened? It's not showing Glasgow. What's wrong with the data? Well, quite clearly means, or simply means, that Glasgow didn't have any sales in that particular month. There wasn't a number sold. To double check that, let's just add another month, and we can see that for the month of May, Glasgow achieved nothing. So the spreadsheet is summarised to such an extent that if it doesn't have any information, then nothing is displayed, rather than a null value when you're working with one particular row. So that's how we display one specific set of information. That was looking at data for Glasgow and Edinburgh stores for the month of May.